Aloha everybody, and welcome to part 2 of DuckTales 2. So we just finished Niagara Falls and the Bermuda Triangle, and now we're going to move on to the middle island there, the Moo. I didn't realize all these locations on the planet Earth were so close to each other. Niagara Falls is just like a small swim away from Egypt. I mean, Jesus. But, anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Moo, or Moo, I don't know. There was once a city here that sank deep into the sea. That's not a good Scottish accent, I know. But, you know, this level has the third upgrade and the final upgrade that Gyro has for me. That involves another skill I haven't really talked about yet, but it's new to DuckTales 2. And that skill is to use Scrooge McDuck's cane to actually pull objects along, because there are certain barrels, certain contraptions that when you use the golf swing on it, he doesn't just hit it, he actually hooks his cane into it, at which point you can then move the object wherever the hell you want. So here it is, the power adapter. This will help you pull things that you couldn't before! And that is the final upgrade. We have gotten all 3 upgrades in the game, so there is no object I cannot smash, no object I cannot pull, no object that I cannot pogo on. So I could not lift or move that totem pole thing without the upgrade I just got from Gyro, which gets me all these gems up here and stuff, which is all swell, but oh no, I'm boxed in. How do I get out? Gotta pull on the flower, and boing! Yeah! And of course there's more treasure up here if you bounce off the box over here and get some stuff here. More extra lives. I have 6 extra lives. Again, I mentioned this before in part 1, but if you die in a level, you don't lose your total money. Like, if you got like $1 million from the last level, you're not going to lose that. But the $293,000 that I've collected so far, that would be gone. I would lose all of that. So you do want to make sure that you don't die, because you want to keep your money, and, well, obviously you don't want to game over and stuff. But if you want to spend money on treasure map that I bought in the last part, or special energy that'll increase your health bar, or, you know, cake, because it's like an energy tank. Because Scrooge McDuck just puts a cake in his pocket, you know, and if he's dying, he'll just eat it and be like, "Ah, I'm very strong again!" Because that's how, you know, that's how the world works, kids. If you ever get stabbed, just eat some cake. You'll be fine. And pay attention to this thing. Green, orange, orange, green, green. It's a puzzle. This is going to come up later. Even if we had one, where would we sink it? And apparently we have to put a stone in the water. But pay attention to this. Pay attention. Because this is going to come up so that we can get the treasure map of the Moo, or Mew. I don't care. This is going to be like my iron thing all over again. You're pronouncing it wrong, Clement. It's not iron. It's not iron, it's iron. It's not Gatling gun. It's Gatlin. Wait, no wait, I said Gatlin. I don't know. It's a Gatling gun. It's a Gatling. Gatling! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there's a hidden pathway right behind Launchpad McQuack here. Very crafty. And this looks kind of familiar. You gotta remember which colors were different from the other 3. And then you gotta slide these little barrels in there. And oh god, what's happening? What's happening? Hell yeah. I like that they even bothered to do that whole, you know, panning back to the map and showing you that the island grew and stuff. I love that. So basically, the water is gone. This is still bottomless pits, so you will die if you fall here, so be careful. But the water is gone, meaning the little spike thing that was blocking this chain is gone. So now I can go down here, and there's a whole bunch of treasure down here, including extra lives, and, of course, another... Ooh, a lost treasure! That got you $1 million! So I'm $1 million richer. And if you die, you lose that, so be careful. But, now we have to go through all of these objects. The stone ones, by the way, I could not smash unless I had the upgrade from Gyro. So, or Pogo them, for that matter. So, again, I chose the best order. It's really best to start off in Niagara, then go to Bermuda, and then go to Mew. So that, you know, you don't come to this point and then you can't smash the objects as much as you'd like to. But it is kind of slow. You do have to go through all of this, and it's just like, I just want to get to my treasure map. I mean, this game's not super long or anything. Once again, like DuckTales, the original game, after the 5 levels, there is a hidden level, but after the 5 levels, it's just the final boss, and then that's it. There's no Dr. Wily, Flintheart Glomgold Castle. There's no cinematic of Flintheart Glomgold riding in a plane or a UFO, shifting his eyebrows, and then... My voice went way high for that. I'm sorry. I can't do 8-bit music very well, okay? Leave me alone! So after smashing through all of that junk, you finally get the treasure map, and we can continue on with the Mew level. Again, even though you know down there is like blocks and treasure map pieces and stuff, that is still bottomless pit. If you fall in there, you will still die. I just love there's like an invisible circle. Alright, now we come to, honestly, what I consider the hardest boss in the game. Even harder than the final boss. This guy is kind of annoying. You can bounce on him and bounce on him all you want, it's not going to hurt him. He has 2 moves. He will go from one side of the room and shoot either a missile wrist at you, or he will ground pound and make blocks fall from the ceiling. You have to make sure that the one block that doesn't break apart or disappear, you knock it into him, it'll destroy all of his armor and expose that little core, and then you have to bounce in the core. Now, again, it's a little bit tricky because the pieces that fall when he starts ground pounding and causing things to fall, they fall pretty fast, and it might be easy to get hit by those things because you can't really react to them in time. And, I mean, they're not too fast, but look at that! If I'm busy pushing another block, I'm gonna get hit, you know? And if I'm not fast enough hitting that core, he'll uncurl and hurt myself, or he'll hurt me, and it's just like, oh god. This is the hardest boss in the game by far. Especially if you have like 3 heart pieces, you know, and it only takes like 3 hits to kill you, it's very easy to get hit. So I just feel like this guy might give some people a little bit of trouble. He's not like super amazing hard, but in comparison to every other boss in the game, he will give you a little bit of trouble. Plus he's not exactly a fast one. You can't just like multiple jump on his dome or, like 5 times and boom, it's over. So, you know. It's a gigantic contrast from the Bermuda boss, where he was just this pirate jumping on a ring a few times, you know? That guy was easy as hell. But then we get to this guy, it's just like, oh god. But, you know, that was the Mew, I don't care. So once again, I'm going to be spending my money on the special energy. So now my health bar is 5 pieces. And I have 5 pieces of the treasure map. And we're now moving on to Scotland. Because Scrooge is Scottish! Is that a good Scottish accent? I don't know. But we're looking for the Lamp of Eternity. He's being protected by a magical wizard freak. This level's kind of like Transylvania, a little bit. You got pieces of armor lying around, you got some ghostly kind of figures flying through the sky. Kind of a castle-y area. Oh, and conveyor belt things. Or not conveyor belts, but moving platforms. Minecart platforms. I don't know how to describe it, but you know. That's how you get up here. Just make sure you don't destroy that particular treasure chest, and you can get up there and get that 50,000er. 50,000er? I don't know. I'm a little tired, okay? Just a little bit. I haven't really talked about the soundtrack of DuckTales 2. I think DuckTales 1 by far has the far superior soundtrack. There's just something about the Amazon level, Transylvania, and the moon, obviously, that just sticks with people's memories, you know? There's just something about those musical pieces that are so good. Again, these games don't have end credits, so I don't know who the composer is. And I don't know if the same composer did DuckTales 1, also did DuckTales 2, or if it's a different composer, but the music's it's still good. I still love the 8-bit stuff, you know, it's still catchy enough that I will remember it. But, you know, maybe some people in the comments do love DuckTales 2's music better. I don't know. Maybe you do. That wouldn't be so weird and crazy. I can never get that treasure chest. Every time I try, I just end up dying. So screw it. It's not important. It's not a treasure map piece or anything. There's some things Scrooge McDuck shouldn't risk his life for. Wait, oh. How are these boxes getting floating in the sky anyway? What is causing this to happen? A wizard did it. And hey, that's applicable because, hey, we're in a level where we have to fight a wizard. Huzzah. But the night enemies are pretty obvious to spot. Every background night is always going to be yellow, and the ones that actually move are gray. So it's not like you're going to go, I wonder which one's the enemy. Oh no, I screwed up. No! My $319,000 gone. Zero money. Oh god. But with that thing, you're supposed to jump on all the hands. Just keep holding right, basically. Like, as soon as you just get to the end and just take a leap of faith and just bounce. Just keep holding right at this point, you know? Yeah, it's super easy. It's just for some reason I delayed, and then the hand got too far away from the other hands, and then I screwed up. But you want to take that pathway because you get a piece of treasure map, and that means we have all but one piece of the treasure map. We're only missing one. I'm excited. But as I was saying, the soundtrack of DuckTales 2 isn't bad. Still 8-bit Nintendo music that I enjoy oh so much. I am a fan of the Niagara Falls theme. I've actually been to Niagara Falls. I don't remember so many frogs and contraptions. Video game, I know, but still. But anywho, we got the treasure map, and now it's time for the boss. It's the Warlock! Or the War Duck. Because everything's a duck. Anyway, this guy, he has a duplicate, or at least an illusionary form of himself that always appears. And deciding which one's going to be the real him is always random. It's not a pattern. It always seems to change every time you try it. So you just wait for them to stop, doing the little transporty thing, and then when the visible one shows up, just walk over to him and bounce on him. You have plenty of time to walk over to him and bounce on him, so it doesn't really matter. Just be warned, he shoots lightning from the roof, so you want to keep moving, and he will shoot some kind of projectile straight ahead, so you got to jump over that. But really not too bad to deal with. The Warlock is nothing. And as you can see, I can't buy any special energy again because, well, you can only have 5 health pieces. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be moving on to Egypt, as well as the hidden level and the final boss in Part 3. Should be good.